234. I'm just going to tell you briefly highlight of every halakha. These are the laws of month of Nisan. Entire month of Nisan, from Rosh Chodesh Nisan until Rosh Chodesh Iyar, we don't say Tachanun, no Vidui, and we also don't say Lamnatseach and Tefillah LeDavid and Shacharit. Usually on days that we don't say Vidui, we don't say those two psalms. And it is also customary to refrain from visiting cemeteries during the month of Nisan. If you need to visit a cemetery or you have a yortzeit, go before Nisan. Go.
What about Kevret Tzadikim?
Kivret Tzadikim you can. It says if it's not in a regular cemetery, but rather it's a separate.
No, it's within a cemetery, like in the middle of the cemetery.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's say the Lubavitcher grave.
It says that it's Tzadikim you can visit. Tzadikim you can visit, but not a regular cemetery. Whatever that means. Time of Nisan is a happy time. We don't go to cemeteries. Throughout the first 12 days of Nisan, from Rosh Chodesh until the 12th of Nisan, we read the Parsha of Nesiim, the offerings of tribal leaders that they brought after the Mishkan was inaugurated. Also, during the month of Nisan, we recite bracha for the trees in blossom, fruit trees. According to Sephardim, there should be 2 fruit trees. It's better if they're 2 different trees, but if they're the same, it's okay. Make a special bracha found in Siddur. Shabbat, right before Pesach, is called Shabbat HaGadol, because of the miracle that happened on the day that the Jewish people took the lamb, each family took a lamb, which was the god of Egyptians, and they brought it to their home and they tied it to their bed to watch for 4 days to slaughter it, which was a big miracle that the Egyptians could not do anything against the Jews. They could not hurt them, they could not kill them, they could not take away their god.
How?
Because of special protection that the God gave to Jewish people for their strength to be able to do God's will in the face of the non-Jews who were clearly against them, and they had every right to attack the Jews for killing their God.
Was there any plague at that time?
There was no plague anymore. They were expecting the last plague to happen 4 days later. Now we go to page 235, Laws of Bedikat Hametz. One is obligated to clean the rooms of the house and dispose of all Hametz prior to the eve of 14th of Nisan, which means first, from now on till Pesach, we have to consolidate all our Hametz storage places. We have to identify. We have to identify where Hametz is. We have to put it in one place. We have to start cleaning. And by the night when we actually do Bedikat Hametz, the night of 14th of Nisan, everything has to be clean already. That's not the night to start, right? That's the night to do the final check. So from now on, we have to clean the whole house, including the car. And you have to check all the closets, clothing, specifically children, knapsacks and coats, pockets where they can have cookies and pretzels.
So workplace is not important? Also.
Workplace, if you have food there, your desk, whatever, your bag, you have to check it also. Your car.
Your car, you have to go to...
If you eat in your car. On the eve of 14th of Nisan, after Tzeta Kochavim or after Aravid, one is obligated to perform Bedikat Hametz. Now on page 236. Where it is customary to spread 10 slices of bread wrapped in aluminum foil or plastic throughout the house. Don't leave pieces of bread unwrapped, because they will crumble and then you have to clear the crumbs. search for them. This will help you to be to have open eyes when you search, so that you don't just do a superficial search, but someone else hides these 10 pieces, and then you have to go and find all these 10 pieces like this. If you didn't find all of them, that means you didn't look everywhere. And then burn these 10 pieces together with any other chametz that you find in your possession. And we burn chametz on the next day.
What? How? Where?
Usually in synagogues they make a fire. From the onset of the designated hour of B'dikat Chametz, which is Tzedek Chavim, it is forbidden to engage in any task or to eat bread or mizonot prior to starting B'dikat Chametz. And this is a rule for any mitzvah, that the time for it is limited and we're worried that it will pass. We're not allowed to eat until we do the mitzvah. Drinking non-alcoholic beverages and eating fruits is permissible. And you're even forbidden to learn Torah until you finish B'dikat Chametz.
Unless you started before, right?
Even if you start before, you should limit yourself.
Yeah. I read no to get something.
Yeah. Halacha 4. Prior to B'dikat Chametz, you must recite a blessing al bi'ur chametz. And once you make this bracha, you should not speak until you start checking. And while you're checking, you can talk only about what is necessary. Like, did you check in that room? Let me go there, bring me some light, give me a flashlight. During B'dikat Chametz, you should try not to speak, not to get distracted. Halacha 5. We do B'dikat Chametz with a light of a single wick wax candle, because its light is clear and it doesn't jump, doesn't flicker. You cannot use a torch or Havdalah candle because the light is too shaken. It's very high and you will be afraid to bring it closer to any place where you need to search. However, you can switch to flashlight after you make a bracha, and after you do a little bit search, you can switch to flashlight and finish your search. Halacha 6. After B'dikat Chametz, you should nullify any Chametz found by reciting a special paragraph called Chamira, and we say it 3 times.
This is in the morning?
At night.
Last year, 2 years ago, I was learning with someone, and they said you don't have to say it in Hebrew because you don't understand Hebrew. You just should say it
Yeah,
in
you
the
can
language you
say it
understand.
in the language
Or
that you
you have to
understand.
say both.
Some people say it, let's say 2 times in Aramaic and 1 time in Hebrew, or 1 time in English, or you can say all 3 times in English. Because the idea is that you have to nullify Chametz. If you don't understand what you're saying,
Right.
yeah, it's not going to be significant for you. The following morning, after you burn Chametz, you repeat this nullification 1 more time, because now you nullify all Chametz, even if you were aware of it, because you left some Chametz for breakfast. Now, after your breakfast and after you burned it, you nullify it 1 more time if anything was left from breakfast. Women also have to do the mitzvah of B'dikat Chametz. They can help the man. And if the husband is not in the city, then the woman must perform the B'dikat Chametz. And you're also allowed to appoint an adult, a Jewish adult, to do B'dikat Chametz for you. For example, if you are away and you will not be home on that night, you can appoint a friend or hire somebody to go to your house and to perform B'dikat Chametz for you.
Wait, but can it be a non-Jewish person?
It has to be Jewish person. Now, halacha 8. We have a custom to sell all chametz that we cannot get rid of to a Gentile, to a non-Jew, before Erev Pesach. And you have to do it before the time when chametz becomes forbidden, which is about 11 o'clock in the morning. After that, you cannot sell it anymore because it becomes forbidden. Once it's forbidden, it's no longer in your possession. Once it's forbidden to you, you cannot do anything to you. And you have no choice, you have to throw it out. So, if you have a rabbi to do the sale through him, that's good. If not, it's a complicated issue how to do a proper sale. That is, if you still want to keep chametz in your house. To arrange for proper sale is difficult. So on your own, you shouldn't attempt it unless you're giving, a few boxes, real boxes of chametz to the goy, and he's giving you money, and then after Pesach you're going to buy it from him. But to make this special case where the chametz is going to be in your house and you're selling it, that's difficult to do. So either give it to him and he'll give you money and make a real sale, or give it to him as a gift. Let him enjoy it. If he wants to return it, he can return, but he doesn't have to. Now, halacha 9 on next page. On Erev Pesach, it is forbidden to eat chametz from the end of the 4th Zmanit hour, which is about 10 a.m. So after you pray shacharit, you come home, you quickly eat breakfast, and by 10 o'clock you're not allowed to eat anymore. But it is still permissible to derive benefit from chametz, or give it to a Gentile or animal until the end of the 5th hour, about 11 a.m. Which means, if you have some bread left from breakfast, you can give it to your animals, or you can give it to your neighbors, or you can sell it. After finishing eating all chametz, one should brush one's teeth to remove all chametz from your mouth. And you must burn chametz before the beginning of the 6th hour of the day, which is again about 11 o'clock. The end of the 5th, beginning of the 6th, around 11 a.m. Now we're going to stop by halacha 13 on page 239.
You think Emmett will be some comment, or should we do the local rabbi?
Okay.